Toilets, 100 metres. Oh, look at all those.
Dear, oh dear. Look, 870 metres, I mean, you know, what use is that to anybody? All of a sudden, really, in 1999-2000, we noticed road signs saying things like humps ahead for 400 metres. Basically, we inquired into why that was happening, and we consulted, if I can just show you these government regulations. Looking through this guidance, it was quite plain that all distance signs had to be in miles and yards. When we discovered that councils were breaking the law by erecting signs in metres, we obviously wrote to them and asked them to put that right. Some councils, very few actually, said yes, you're quite right, we've made a mistake, we'll change them, and they did change them in the next few weeks. Others were not keen to and made excuses like we've got no money left in this year's budget, and others simply said, well, we're not sure that you're right, we're going to leave them up in metres, and that left us with a problem then. These signs were illegal, what should we do about them? Essentially, after a few of us met to consider the issue, we decided to form active resistance to metrication to put a stop to these signs and get them taken down. .680 metres, that's a
680. Oh, multiplied by 1.1. So another.
Well, 680 metres, add on about 70 metres, that makes it 750 yards.
Yeah.
It's not far short of half a mile. People don't want to know if it's 750 or 760 yards, they want to know it's roughly half a mile.
Yeah, okay.
Having given notice to councils in general across the country that any illegal signs are likely to be targeted, we have always reserved the right since then to go anywhere and change a sign and make it legal. So quite often we might see these signs and simply change them without consulting anybody. Well, usually we research these very often with the equipment we've got. Now, if we've got the equipment with us, if we've got the plates, we've got the paint, the glue, the necessary lettering, we can often have the sign painted over and changed within minutes, really. 10, 15, 20 minutes for one sign anyway. Obviously if there's a whole load of signs then it's going to take all day. This is Queen's College, I think, Cambridge, yes, Queen's College. 110 metres, simply brought along our sign, nice little plate saying 120 yards. We know what we're doing and we're not fearful of the consequences, and in fact on many occasions we get public support. People see us during the daytime openly amending these signs and they come up to us, ask us what we're doing, and when we explain it to them they say, well, jolly good, we don't want kilometres, we don't want metres, we don't really understand them, there's no reason to change them, so good on you for changing them back to miles and yards. Careful, what's the glue there? These signs have been illegally in kilometres for a long time. It said 0.5 km, so we're putting them back into miles. Yes.
I know where I've been now.
Some support, that's good.
That's right. Lovely day for it.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah. Brilliant, isn't it?
You're doing pounds and ounces as well?
Yeah, we do that as well, yeah, pounds and ounces.
Purchase.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Sorry.
You look about 12 stone, sir. That's been the case on a number of visits that we've done. And also, when our activities have been reported in the local newspapers, there's been great support from the public who write in and say, yes, these lads have done a good job. So there's going to be more signs there, basically. We got an email from one of our regular spotters. He came to Chelmsford, obviously, a couple of weeks ago and saw what he described as an infestation of metric signs. That was the word he used. but he drew it to our attention knowing that we would act on it if we possibly could. This is a tricky one because this is a public park, so rather than risk a confrontation with a warden or a ranger during the day, I think our strategy here will be to go at dusk and then come in and swoop on the signs and change as many as we can before it gets really dark, and hopefully in time that we can have a swift half before 11 o'clock.
Oh, that's not ominous, is it? 999.
Yeah. I would think the risk is possibly slightly higher tonight than on most previous occasions, to be honest.
Anything else, Tony?
Perhaps we could role play this, could we, actually? Perhaps we could role play this. So look, imagine you're up a ladder, right?
Yeah.
And you've got a label in your hand. And it's got some glue on the back of it. You're just about to paste it over something that says 6 ATM, right? And I've just walked up to you, and I'm the park ranger. Okay?
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
No, I'm all right. Thank you very much.
What are you doing up that ladder, please?
Well, I'm just bringing the sign back into imperial measures, which it should lawfully be.
What authority have you got for doing this?
I don't need authority. There's a section in the law that allows somebody to take down an unlawful sign.
This is a Chelmsford Borough Council park. Have you got authority from the relevant officer at Chelmsford Borough Council?
Well, if this is a public highway, I don't think I need that.
I believe you're committing an offence of criminal damage, and I'm going to get on my radio now and call the police.
Well, that's your prerogative.
Then what do we do? We tend to work according to the donations that we get, and I mean, there is quite a cost to changing these signs, and especially if you do them professionally. We need to travel to the sign, we need to paint over the metric distance, and then there's the cost of the plates, and then there's the cost of the lettering on top of that.
I think one or two might be too long.
Well, this one's quite short. Look. It's a short quarter, that one. And a cloth.
No, you're asking.
Right, it's not a bad tally.
Done this side?
Yeah, done it all, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, done it. Ready to go now. Done all 18 distances.
That's good.
Give us 7 out of 10 for that job, probably. We have done better ones, but the conditions weren't ideal. It's a sealed park with a warden on the premises all the time, so that makes it exceptionally difficult to amend the signs. But so far we've amended 20 distances out of about 30 there, so we've done more than half the job. Is that a pub there? We've been going for 9 years altogether. During that time, probably our greatest achievement is to see the ending of the government's commitment to change the nation's road signs to kilometres and metres. Never mind whether they liked the metrics system or thought that the metric system was coming in the future, they had to abide by the law. And that is what our campaign is founded on. It's founded on the law. So, you know, we're not vigilantes or lawbreakers, we are upholding the law. It's councils that are breaking the law.